Lord knows I'm not lying. Get out and vote for Trump if you haven't. You have to. And you have to get passionate with your neighbors, with your coworkers. Convince them of the light. You know, whoever said, don't discuss politics and religion at the dinner table, that was the person who you got to look out for. Because those are the two most important topics in any human being's life. Your religion and your politics. Your religion controls your soul. Your politics control your life. That was the person. That was the wolf in sheep's clothing, pretending to be a peacemaker like the Democrats. But all along, just trying to break you down and disconnect you. Welcome back to the Angry American. Now, with all this talk about Camel Toe Harris and her failing campaign, the woman is collapsing right in front of our very eyes. No one supports this lady. CNN came out today and said, oh, they're predicting Kamala Harris is going to win. Well, we all know as Trump supporters that we should not listen to the polls at all. Just don't pay any attention to them. They're always wrong. Listen, they said that Hillary had a 99 point whatever chance of winning in 2016, and she lost and lost big. They tried to steal at that time. They just didn't know how many they had to steal. They didn't know how big the red wave was. Well, the red wave this time is even bigger. If you've been to the polls and you're talking to people, everybody's awake now. The polls are the busiest they've ever been. And I've talked to the old guys when I went and voted who sit out front, have been doing it for 15, 20 years. They've never seen the sheer red wave like they have this year. They're going to try to steal and cheat. And that's why you got Georgia and Michigan saying, oh, we're not going to have the votes counted. The state of Florida has a way bigger population. We're going to have them counted probably that night, for sure. And that's the way we always do business down here. So with all this talk about Camel Toe Harris, we're forgetting about Tim Great Walz of China, the man that nobody, I use that term loosely, that no one likes. The awkward, strange, weird dude. Tim Walz allegedly had a secretive relationship with the daughter of a former Chinese Communist Party official back in '89. The guy's been a Chinese asset for years. It seems to be a running theme. You got China Joe. You got the guy that cries a lot, Kinzinger. They're all linked to China. Pretty sure they're all bought and paid for politicians, which is what our world has really become. It's not what we thought it was. You know, when I was growing up, the CIA and the FBI, they were the cool good guys. It was all a facade. And the wars that they sent us off to and the things that we get involved with all trace back to money and power. You know, Trump made a very good comment today, or the other day, and maybe I'll make a video about it. He was talking to Tucker Carlson, talking about Dick Cheney's daughter and how she always wanted to go to war. She's a war hawk. She always wants to send somebody else's kids off to war because they profit from the blood-soaked war machine. Anyway, let's get to the video. We're going to watch this video together. It's about 4 minutes. News outlet goes to Tim Walz's hometown in Minnesota, and everyone they talk to is voting for Trump. Nobody supports these Peckerwoods. Nobody.
We're in Blue Earth County, the home to Mankato, Minnesota, and the one-time home of Minnesota Governor and Vice Presidential candidate Tim Walz. So with the hometown connection on the presidential ticket, we wondered what kind of support he's seeing in the final days of the race. What we found may surprise you.
We'll both vote for Trump.
Trump?
It's really the only option.
Did you vote for Trump before, ever?
I didn't.
But you're going to vote for Trump this time?
I am.
This is supposed to be Walz country. We thought it'd be a shoo-in. It's not a shoo-in? Trump or Harris?
Trump.
We've had a lot of activity with Trump. It just drives people to come in to get signs, just to talk, communicate, and just have a good time talking about it.
Despite being historically blue, Blue Earth County Republicans told Alpha News volunteers have handed out more signs this election cycle than ever before.
When Tim Walz was picked as Kamala Harris's running mate months ago, was there a thought here, this area doesn't stand a chance now with someone who is kind of the hometown candidate?
No, I don't think so, because I think she's not a strong candidate, and I don't ever think he was a strong candidate. So I took that she made a bad choice. I don't think he helped her ticket.
I think folks know who I am, and I think they know the difference. Look, my community knows who I am. I think folks know who I am. My constituents here in Minnesota have elected me 8 times.
Do you think people fully knew who Tim Walz was before this, even people from Mankato?
Oh, no. He tells one story, acts like a conservative while he's campaigning here, and the minute he gets across the river, he switches to his true self. And I think we knew that from the Mankato area because he's from here. But I don't think on the state, I don't think that got published as much as it is now with the national attention. There's a whole lot of things that are coming out about him that we never knew. I don't see any more interest in the Democratic ticket because of him. I don't believe so.
We wondered what the folks at the local DFL office would have to say about that. But we'll keep wondering as our request for an interview was denied.
It looks like no interview at the DFL.
I don't think he's as well liked here as they like to portray. My understanding when he was showed up at the football game.
Oh, I'm gonna let this play. No comment. That's their deal. That's the Dems' deal. No comment or evade the question. Kamala, all of them. He's going to talk about the football game. I want to hear this. I haven't heard this. I haven't watched this yet.
When he was showed up at the football game, there was quite a few boos in the stand, and that's high school students and followers. I don't think was as well respected here as they like to think.
That's interesting, though. You have noticed not much support for Walz, even though he's from around here?
American hat on.
I don't care for the man, really, but that's who they picked.
So Harris and Trump, why you, sir? Why Trump?
I like his policies much better. I like the price of gas was far less.
So you're going...
Everything starts there.
Okay.
You can manufacture for less. You can all for less.
So you're going to cancel your wife's vote out? Is that...
Whatever I have to do.
We've heard this is such a consequential election, not only at the national level, but locally as well. Do you feel like that, especially in Minnesota?
Well, I think so. We have to turn this country and this state around. This state is one of the most expensive states to live in tax-wise. We got people leaving the state.
Not surprised.
That's not good.
Groceries are high. I mean, formula's high. Milk is high. You know, we got to get it every time. Diapers. You know, it's a big crisis right now. You know,
She's going downhill, man. Yeah, I worked hard, 60-hour weeks.
Latinos
I'm a roofer.
Trump.
45% of my check goes to
Latinos.
taxes.
Where's your Trump? Come on. What do you think?
Trump.
Trump?
Yes.
Can I ask, why is that?
Love to hear
I always liked Trump when he was president before, and I still believe on him. That we can make everything great again.
It's better for the country. You know, I'm Hispanic, right? And they say, we're going to help the Hispanics. But they're sending money to Ukraine, a war that doesn't belong to us. And I believe that God is Republican, too.
We can't find anybody who seems to even support him or Kamala Harris. Is that what you're hearing, or does the Walz connection matter to you guys living in Mankato, or?
Not even a little bit. I don't care that he has ties to Mankato. I don't support the left wing. I am right wing. And my friends are right wing too.
Do you feel like it's different this time around? That Trump's
Yes, it's different. Yeah, there's times of change.
Wow. Share this video. Like this video. Comment down below. Say anything. Say Trump 2024. I don't care what you put down there. Comment. Be aware of your surroundings at all times because it's only going to get a whole lot crazier before it gets better. Trump 2024. Peace, peace. Out.
I learned about kids jumping on my lap, and I love kids jumping on my lap.